What is up, YouTube? It has been a minute since I made one of these kind of videos. Today I want to talk about how to get your first dev job. If you're self-taught, out of boot camp, even out of college. First things first, you need a portfolio. That is going to be your life, your proof that you know what you're doing. Anyone can apply to a programmer job or developer job and not have a portfolio, and still, they need to see that you've done something, that you have something to show, that like you have proof that you can code. So you're like, okay, how do I build my portfolio? You find some tutorials, find a technology that you're interested in, follow a tutorial on it, make something with it, do it again, but tweak it and make it for yourself, something that you think would be cool. So you could go to sites like Udemy, Pluralsight, Lynda. All those things have tutorials on different technologies in programming and web development specifically. And so find one of those tutorials, follow it, tweak it to what you think would be cool, upload that to your GitHub, because they're going to want to see that on every single job posting. They're like familiarity with Git or Bitbucket or something, where you upload your code. They want to see that you're pushing code and it's not a ghost town on your Bitbucket. Go to Indeed.com or go to Monster Jobs or any place with like any job posting website. Click on the job post that you think would be interesting, scroll down, see what technologies they require, and then maybe that can direct your focus to more of a tutorial technology. So if you think a job's really cool and you want to show that you're able to do that job, then make sure you know those technologies in the description. Now another thing, a lot of jobs post, this is a entry-level job, 2 to 3 years experience required. Okay, so that's like, ignore that preference, because that's an infinite loop. How do you get an entry-level job if every entry-level job requires 2 to 3 years of experience? And you can't get experience because you can't get a job, so it's just like an infinite, it can be really annoying. So just disregard the experience required unless it says like 8 years required, senior level. But even then you could still send in your resume and your portfolio and be like, hey, this is the position that I saw open. Maybe you guys could consider me for a different position. So companies have jobs internally that they don't put out right away, or maybe the management's discussing about putting jobs out there. That's how I got my first engineering job. The job that I got didn't even exist until I applied, and they're like, yeah, we're not sure what you want to do here. And I was like, well, this is my skill set. This is what I learned at college. This is what I could do. I really think I could be a benefit at this company somehow. And then the recruiter lady was like, okay, well, we'll get back to you. She got back to me and said, we have this new position. This is a new job. We haven't done it yet, but we think that you'd be great for the role. And then I interviewed some more, and then I got that job. So even if you see a senior thing, just apply for it, but make sure to put in your cover letter, like, yes, I am not senior, but I'm willing to take another position that's maybe not listed, or that you're, well, okay, if you're gonna put it on paper, be like, I'm willing to take other positions that better fit my skill set. And that has gone a long way for me. That was my first job out of college, and that goes a long way in the development world. Another thing, if you're new, well, I think if you're watching this video, you're probably new, but if you're new, make sure to include in your cover letter, because your cover letter is where you get your chance. That's where you get your chance to be like, please hire me. You want to make sure that you talk about you want to learn. You don't really care what they're using. I mean, if you don't care, unless if you want a job, depends on how bad you want a job. If you just want a job, make sure to be like, I just like learning. I'll learn whatever you guys want me to learn. Just give me a shot. And that's basically all you need to say. But if you want a certain kind of job, want to work with a certain language, make sure to click on it, scroll through, read the description, read those technologies, try to put emphasis in your portfolio or mention of certain project in your portfolio that has that technology in it. So say something requires Node, make sure that you have if you have a Node project, make sure to point at that Node project when you send in your resume. When you have a LinkedIn and you have friends, there's a little spot at the bottom where you can add skills. Make sure to add all your skills, and then have your friends or people that you went to school with to endorse those skills. Not exactly sure how much employers look at that, but it's a good thing to have. If you can get your coworkers, even if it's an unrelated dev job, if you can get your coworkers to leave like a review, like, yes, he was hardworking, he was always learning, always trying to better himself at the job, did a great job, like, you can leave reviews on LinkedIn. Pretty sure those go a long way as well. When you're applying for a job, send your resume, send your cover letter, make sure to have a link to your portfolio there. Wait a little bit, maybe a week, then send a message to the recruiter if you have the recruiter's email and be like, hey, I'm just following up on this. And if they don't respond, just leave it alone. It's probably a 50-50 chance that they will respond though. So when you're applying to a company, you want to read about their values. All these companies have different values like teamwork, execution, integrity, etc. Make sure to talk about that in your cover letter and how you can relate to those. That's going to be your call to however you want to write your cover letter, but don't lie about your skills. If you don't have the skills for the company, you just say, hey, I want to learn. A lot of companies will respect that because you're honest and you didn't lie about it, because they're going to know when they give you a code test. Most companies are going to give you a code test, and they're going to know when you do the code test. They're going to be like, hey, you said that you have experience in this, so just be honest, be like, hey, I don't know this, but I really want to learn because I like what you guys are doing. Let's talk about different websites where you can go to look for a job. Indeed.com, type in junior and type in remote. Look at all those job postings. Then after that, type in developer. Look at all those job postings. Now, make sure to bookmark all the job postings that you want. Keep them and just keep looking. Then go to the next website, go to Monster Jobs, type in the same things, bookmark all those jobs that you want, and then just keep going from website to website and find all the jobs you want and bookmark them. Then go back through, look at the requirements, see what most aligns with projects that you've done in the past or things that most align with what you want to do, because you're going to need to tweak your cover letter and resume for each job that you want. If it's a job that you want because you really like what they're doing but you don't know the technology that they're using, make sure that you put emphasis and be like, hey, I don't know this entirely, but I really want to learn because I'm super excited about what you guys are doing. If you have a job that you're like, hey, I know how to do all these things and I've done it before, make sure to put emphasis on that in your portfolio. It's probably going to be about a 5% response rate. So when you get the thank you, but we have decided not to further pursue this candidacy, can you tell that I'm like actually reciting the quote that I've seen 1,000 times? When you receive that, don't get discouraged. Just be like, okay, next, okay, next, okay, next. It's nothing personal against you. The whole bootcamp thing is exploding right now, so everyone claims they can program. So it's nothing personal. You don't want to work for a company that doesn't want to hire you anyways. I mean, unless maybe you do, but I wouldn't want to work for a company that's like, thanks, but no thanks. Like, all right, then next. Like, it's not personal to me. You just keep going. Not a problem. Now, what else? What else I need to think about? Okay, so let me recap this. Go to every job website, type in junior developer and developer, and then type in remote, because why limit yourself unless you're one of those people that doesn't like working from home. And then bookmark all those jobs and go to the next website, type in the same things, bookmark all those jobs. If you see a job that you really want, go to Udemy, Pluralsight, lynda.com, find a tutorial, follow it, make a project that they make, and then do it again, but tweak it so that it's for yourself, and then put that in your portfolio. And when I say portfolio, I mean put that code on GitHub or put it on your personal website where they can scroll and they can interact and they can test it out and see that you've made this. After you've applied to all those jobs, don't take it personally when you get rejected, because they're gonna reject you. I've been rejected a lot. Before I got my first job out of college, I applied to like 80 places, and I had 2 people respond, and one of them, no, and then the other one was like, hey, yeah, I'll do that. So don't take it personally. It's just a competitive field, but there's always job openings. Don't lie about technologies that you think that you know, or you have typed 4 lines of code in. You can't list that. You can't be like, I'm an expert in that. Just be honest, be like, I don't know it, but I want to learn it. I'll learn whatever else. Learn about their values, talk about how you relate to those values, and talk about how you're excited about what they're doing and something that you would like to contribute or be a part of. But if you just want to join in and help and you don't know exactly where you fit in at the time, be like, hey, I'm willing to take other positions that better fit my skill set. That's like the key. And if you're open to that, or you have a position that I don't know about that you haven't posted yet but are thinking about, that I'm willing to do that. They can either, one, get a senior dev that works 8 hours a day and knows what he's doing, or they can get a few junior devs that they might have to train a little bit, and they know that the work might get done faster, might get done a little bit slower, but then they don't spend as much money. They may say, hey, we're hiring a senior developer, but you'd be like, hey, I'm a junior developer, and they're like, you know what, maybe we don't need a senior developer, maybe we can just hire 2 junior developers. Problem solved. I feel like I'm just ranting, and I'm trying to reorganize these same thoughts. So I'm just gonna end the video here. You guys know what to do. I'll put all the links in the description. If you have any questions, leave them in the comments. And make sure to follow me on Twitter, Instagram, all those places. Oh, yeah, so I made a Discord since I'm currently at home a lot. I'll just be chilling in my Discord and make a few chat channels if you guys wanna come talk about development, talk about different projects and stuff. Have any questions, you can come chill in there if you want. I'll put that link in the description. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video, guys.